So please don't misunderstand any of this. None of this, there's no insinuation that we should allow ourselves to be harmed for the sake of practicing Dharma. Okay, of course not. You know? Of course we protect ourselves and so forth. I'm not talking about what we do externally. I'm talking about what we're doing inside with our mind. Okay? Because difficult people and difficult situations can only make us unhappy if we respond to them with an unpeaceful state of mind. And there's no more potent destroyer of our inner peace than anger. Okay? Other people can't give us anger. Anger comes from inside. Okay? What's interesting, though, is anger is often compared to a fire, like the fire of anger in the mind. And just like we know external fires can easily go from one house to another. So, like a lot of times when we develop anger, then other people, that stimulates in their mind the internal causes of developing anger. And then we get stuck in this cycle of blaming each other. And as we'll see, we may love each other, but if we continually get angry, the relationship will not work. As Venerable Geshe said, like a flower choked by weeds, love cannot survive in such circumstances. You know? Because that poisonous mind destroys all of our good feelings and affection for one another until we no longer see each other as attractive. And then finally, when anger has like destroyed everything, all those good feelings, we think, I don't even know what I ever saw in that person. You know? Because they don't look attractive anymore. But that appearance of unattractiveness is coming from our state of mind. Moreover, as we will see, anger is also an extremely destructive mind that serves no purpose whatsoever. Usually there's some doubt about this statement. So anger is an extremely destructive mind that serves no useful purpose whatsoever. So, because normally we might think, well, won't my anger protect me if I'm in danger, right? Or don't we need anger? Like, don't we need to get outraged in order to get the energy to fix what is wrong in this world? So this is a very profound answer. It's a little bit subtle. But what Buddha is explaining is at the core of what is wrong in this world is unpeaceful, negative states of mind, creating suffering everywhere. Okay? So we're not going to solve the problems of this world with the minds that created it. We need the opposite. Patience, compassion. The other thing about anger is it arises from ignorance, and it's not sustainable. And it's also very bad for our health, mental health and physical health. And we're uncontrolled. And even though we may be thinking we're trying to help, and maybe in some ways we do, normally we also cause other problems. Whereas minds like patience, compassion, and wisdom, because those are stable minds. Like there's no more powerful mind for creating positive change in this world than compassion. You know, I can just use my teacher as an example. You know, he came to the West in 1977. He was born in 1931 in Tibet and came to the West in 1970, spent 45 years here. He left his family, his culture. He didn't know the language. He came here with just like a few Dharma books, that's like, and some monks' robes, you know. But out of his compassion for modern people, he learned a new language. He wrote 23 books. He trained thousands of teachers, founded many Dharma centers. Like one person with no like Western education. And along the way, It would take a long time for me to explain. He experienced so many obstacles. And every time an obstacle would come, he would say, I am never discouraged. He said, this only encourages me to work harder for the benefit of others. Like that. Like anger can't sustain that kind of 45 years. And like from one person, it's an unbelievable wave of benefit has arisen throughout this world, through his activities, coming from his compassion. You know, anger could never have created this.